This season on Heavy Rescue 216.
This is the 216. Everyone is in a rush. Traffic is now closed. Just pull it.
The busiest section of Anthony Henday Drive is in West Edmonton between 87 Avenue and Stony Plain Road, where it carries over 105,000 vehicles per day.
The nature of these roads is fast. Everyone is in a rush.
We're getting calls every 1 to 2 minutes.
Why mess around with 1 tons? Just buy a rotator.
We're going to pick up a truck.
Things are dangerous here. I want to get off this road. The Lone Star is like a Cadillac.
Chris, the one with the big white truck.
Every day it's worth getting up to do a recovery.
On the 216. The first line of defense is a team of incident response crews that can handle any disaster because here, failure is not an option.
I'm back from my trip and it's now time for me to get to work.
With the roads turning back to black, drivers are now putting the pedal to the metal. But out on Highway 63, Chris gets a call for a motor coach accident.
Both rear axles on the motor coach got ripped off and the passengers are stranded, but you always have to have a plan B.
Chris is going to take the passengers to Fort McMurray in his own coach, while Miss Jane tows the coach to Manitoba for repairs. First, I'm going to hook it to my underlift and have a long, peaceful drive to Manitoba.
We're just pulling into Fort McMurray now. I gotta make a pit stop out here anyways because I think this new garage will be good for my new terminal out north. I just need some trucks for the new area.
On Highway 16, the incident response team gets a call for a flipped over tractor trailer, and the boss is back on the road.
Now that winter is over, truckers think they can hammer down the whole way along these highways, but you always can't do that.
But Chris notices something about the wreck that he is concerned about.
The truck and trailer has barely any damage, and I intend to keep it like that. I think I need another rotator out here. Nice big wreck to end the season.
The plan is for both rotators to perform the famous Aldergrove Jelly Roll.
I've been waiting months to perform the Aldergrove Jelly Roll, and now at the end of the season we can do it.
The crew will have a rotator on each end of the wreck and lift the wreck off the road and turn it in mid-air and then place it on the road.
Time to lift. And that, my viewers, is the famous Aldergrove Jelly Roll. Time to go to the next wreck.
Out in Manitoba, Miss Jane is pulling into the repair shop with the wrecked coach. We can't stay for long. I got an email and I need to be in Edmonton as soon as possible. But Miss Jane is not the only one going back to Edmonton.
I'm taking CTR 88 to Edmonton for Chris to do some repairs on it.
But this will be the last time these two will be in Manitoba. Chris made a bold move and closed down the Manitoba terminal. It's a shame, but it is what it is. 2,000 kilometers in BC.
We got a nice easy wreck right out on Highway 3.
But Scott doesn't have all day to play on the highway.
The police said the highway can be closed for only 20 minutes, so I gotta get to work and get the road open because here closure is not an option. Best option is to do a reverse rollover.
Instead of rigging and pulling towards him, Scott will lift the truck away from him and then quickly tow the truck off the highway.
Job done good, all in 10 minutes. Let's get off the road. Well, the time has come and I gotta head off to Edmonton.
Trying to be more local and Alberta-based, the boss also closed down the BC location.
My plan was to be all across Canada, but we have to adjust to change and work with the economy that we're in, and being Alberta-based allows me to be close to my drivers and keep a closer eye on them.
The next day, Neil pulls in with CTR 88.
She's a bit banged up, but this is getting a full-out restoration, new paint, new tires, and some body work is going to be done to it.
But it looks like someone is missing.
Hey Neil, where's Miss Jane? Not sure. She seemed to be in a rush for something unusual.
Right on cue, Scott rolls in with the 3 light-duty trucks.
Now that I got the majority of my trucks here, it's time for every single one of them to get a new color scheme. I guess you'll have to wait and see what it'll be next season.
The next day, it's time for Miss Jane to embark on a new journey in her life. We're heading to Victoria, but not in a wrecker, but in a brand new 2017 MCI J4500 motor coach. But she won't be alone. She's got a trustworthy companion traveling with her. Charlotte is coming out with me, and the two of us are going to drive the motor coach on rotation. Building on the first season's bold move across Alberta,
More work for us. We got a broken down truck in the ditch.
Chris pushed into new territory and a whole new highway.
Yeah, she's slippery outside.
But managing his ever so fast growing business and building a new fleet kept Chris chained to his office. There's a stuck vehicle in the ditch.
You will learn stuff from me.
In BC,
You be careful.
and Manitoba, new rookie. What could go wrong? Got a big promotion and needed to step up fast.
One piece at a time, eh? Face it, Johnny. Face it. Couldn't have it done it better myself, Colin.
Now Chris has to decide if his success is worth the price.
One thing is, what is success?
It's a question Chris must answer before winter returns to the highways.
I don't know what the next year will bring for me or the company, but I do know one thing. We're having big changes, and they're coming.